Ellen, singer-songwriter from Dublin, and that's a brand new single actually called Free, which is coming out this Friday. And Amy is currently living in the French Alps on the shores of Lake Geneva, would you believe? And from there, she joins us now on Zoom for a chat. Amy, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. So tell us about where you are and how it's come that you've relocated there, because it sounds like a beautiful part of the world.
It is. It's absolutely stunning. So my partner Axel, who plays guitar in the band with me, he's half French. So we've traveled back and forth quite a bit over the last few years, and we always saw the potential with bringing my project here.
Yeah.
So after COVID hit, kind of slowed things down for a few years, but we finally decided to give it a go this year. So I've only been here since January, so it's all very new.
And how has the change been? How have you adapted? Learning the language and new location and all.
Yeah, it's been challenging, as I knew it would be with a new language. Because Axel just speaks English to me, so he's not helping in that regard.
Okay.
So I definitely need to brush up on my French. I do love the culture here, so I'm really embracing it. And I love the language. It's just more about the confidence of being able to. So yeah.
And what about everything else?
It's pretty amazing though.
What about everything else that goes with it? All the beautiful scenery, the lakes and the mountains. I mean, are you near ski territory, for instance?
Yeah, I'm very close to everything. I don't ski. That's something I need to also brush up on. So
French and skiing, you need to improve on that.
Yes, exactly. But yes, I'm very close to the lake. It's really just 10 minutes away from where we are. It's absolutely stunning. So very inspiring, and it's really impacted my songwriting, I think.
How?
To be in a different environment.
Oh, and is it a different country, a different environment, different scenery?
That's it.
It all goes into the mix.
I think so. I think it's just kind of like a fresh start in a way, and it definitely just gives you a different perspective. So yeah, I think it's definitely been a positive one.
I suppose that it's a lot easier now as a new singer-songwriter. It's a lot easier to make that decision to relocate rather than what it would have been years ago. Because now with the internet and social media, it's a bit easier to have, I think, as you described it there, a project and to do it from where you are, or do it from anywhere in the world, or at least to get started.
Absolutely. I mean, my manager is in Ireland, and that's still keeping me very much connected to the scene back home. So, I do feel like I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds with being still connected back home and then starting up a project here. And I have recently signed to a small label here. So yeah, it's great to have that support behind me. But you're absolutely right. It's, it is doable to move country and still kind of be connected back home. And yeah.
You've signed to a small label there. So does that mean that you're going to be singing in French very shortly?
It's definitely something I want to do. Yes. I just think I need to be able to speak it first.
Right.
Before I can start singing in French. But yeah, that would be a goal.
Have you played live there yet?
I have. So, I actually played in Switzerland. So we're on the border of Geneva. So we're very close to Geneva, basically from where I am in France here. And my first show, a cafe style bar called Voisin. It was great. It was my first show outside of Ireland. So pretty cool.
And how did you overcome the language barrier? Because in between songs, I'm sure you felt known to speak in French.
Well, to be honest, there's a lot of English speaking in Geneva, so that actually worked very well for me. And between that, Axel was speaking a bit of French in between the sets, so that helps a bit too.
Yeah. Your music, how would you describe it? It's hard to put it into any one genre, but how would you describe it?
It's definitely indie pop rock.
Okay.
I'm very influenced by bands that I listened to growing up, like Green Day. There's definitely hints of Green Day in there. It might not be that obvious, but I think it's definitely there. Yeah, I'm soccer mommy. I'm actually really into New Dad, which are new enough Irish band from Galway. Yeah, I like all different kinds of music, and I think that comes through. Fleetwood Mac as well,
Yeah.
especially for Free. Around the time that I wrote Free, I was obsessing over Rumours, the album. So I think that comes through a bit.
What is it about Rumours that's just intergenerational and through the decades, and you can just dip in at any time?
It's timeless.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
And would you listen to the Cranberries? Because I
yes
picked up on a bit of sort of a Cranberries influence there.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, actually. That's a real compliment. So, yeah, definitely.
And so where to from here? I mean, the single now is going to come out on Friday. So as a result, there's going to be a promotional push behind that, and plans to tour, plans to take it to.
Yes, so we do have a little tour planned around France. It doesn't kick off till June, so I have a bit of time between now and then, because I'm still writing a lot, which is great. But yes, we are pretty much touring all through summer months, which is great. So little bars here and there, some are outdoors, some are indoors. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. And it will be a totally French in between songs by then, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. And what about an album? When do you think an album would be in the offering?
That's definitely something I'm working towards. Since I've moved here, I've been writing more than ever. So I have a lot of new songs to put down. It's in the works.
Okay. All right, the line's breaking up a little bit there, Amy, but thanks a million for joining us, and you go off now to that beautiful scenery. Well, I mean, we've got beautiful scenery here as well, but it's just a little bit different over there. And the best luck with the single, the single, which is called Free, comes out on Friday.
Thanks a million.
And people can check you out on socials. Amy Ellen, thanks a million.
Donaghy Brothers are ready. Are you?